Hey everyone, I'll do a little quick thing because I had a request on special right triangles. This comes out of a book of how to ace geometry in one big fat notebook, but I think it does such a good job of explaining that we'll just use this as our resource. So we have the two special right triangles. We have a 45, 45, and 90, which basically is an isosceles triangle. We have the 30, 60, and 90 triangle. Okay, both of them are right triangles, so obviously there's a right angle in there. All the triangles add up to 180, right? So on a right triangle 45, 45, 90, this is going to be where the hypotenuse is the leg x, so whatever this is, times the square root of 2, right? And it says all 45, 45, 90 triangles are so similar, so you should be able to find the ratio every time. So the ratio of the sides would be like this, 1 to 1, which are your legs, with square root of 2 being your hypotenuse, okay? So we'll go through a couple of those in a little bit for practice, but let's go ahead and look at the 30, 60, 90 because it's a little bit different, right? So 30, 60, 90. Once again, 90-degree angle for your two legs, 60 being your bigger angle, and 30 being your smaller. The longer leg is equal to the shorter leg or the shortest leg times the square root of 3. Okay. The hypotenuse is equal to the shorter leg times 2. And all 30, 60, 90 triangles are similar. So we should be able to use this ratio of shortest leg, okay, hypotenuse, and other leg to find our ratios of the different sides of our triangle. So using that, let's go ahead and get into an example using this same concept, right? So we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and our shortest leg, so I'm going to put shortest or shorter leg is 5, right? That's a 5. Our longer leg is L. Okay. Our ratio, and we'll go back to this and let's go back up here so we can look at it. Our longer leg is shorter leg times square root of 3. So we're going to write that down. I'm going to put this to the side so we can just have it. Hold on, give me 1 second, get me straightened out. Okay. So longer leg is equal to, which is equal to shorter leg. I'm going to write SL, okay, times the square root of 3. Okay. And the hypotenuse, if they ask for it, is equal to the shorter leg times 2. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put all the sides here so we can get all our sides lined up. So if the hypotenuse is the shorter leg times 2, then we know that 5 times 2 is 10. So my shorter leg, or my hypotenuse is 10. Okay. Now the longer leg is going to be equal to the shorter leg times the square root of 3. So shorter leg times square root of 3 would be equal to 5 times the square root of 3. Okay. And that's how we do that. Okay. This is already simplified as low as we can get it. So these would be the full complete legs of this triangle. And we should be able to use this strategy for any 30, 60, 90 triangle. So let's try another one. Let's see if I have another one here. Yes, we do. Okay. So we have 17, we have K, and we have longer leg. So we know that shorter leg is K, but we know that hypotenuse is equal to 2 times the shorter leg. Okay. We know that the longer leg is equal to shorter leg times the square root of 3. So we have those. So what we're going to do is we're going to find all of them. We already have K, but if I have to solve for K to find my shorter leg, well, let's set up for hypotenuse. We know hypotenuse is 17. So 17 is equal to 2 times the shorter leg. Ooh, that's blurry. Let's see if we can focus here in a second. Okay. So 2 times the shorter leg. So that means we need to divide by 2 to find what our shorter leg is. So if I divide both sides by 2, this ends up being 8.5 or 8. So we're going to say K is equal to 8.5. Okay, so if K is 8.5, now we can multiply that times the square root of 3 to find our shorter leg. So in this case, our shorter leg would be, our longer leg would be 8.5 times square root of 3. So longer leg is 8.5 times square root of 3. And now we have all 3 legs of our 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay? So hopefully using these rules, and if you need to take a snapshot of these rules again, I'll let you see it. But for 30, 60, 90 triangles, the longer leg is equal to the shorter leg times square root of 3. Hypotenuse is equal to the shorter leg times 2. And they're all similar, so we should be able to use this concept to find all missing sides of triangles. So let's do a little bit more practice and then we'll call it a day. We have this one over here. Okay. Let's do the 45, 45, 90 triangle. I'm going to put them next to each other so we can see those ratios one more time. So you can have it for practice. So we know 45, 45, 90 triangles, the ratio is 1, 1, square root of 2. Okay? So that means this leg over here should be the same. So this is 2. And then we know that the hypotenuse is going to be the leg times the square root of 2. So that means that this leg here, so hypotenuse is equal to leg times square root of 2. So that means this should be 2 times square root of 2. So that means this is 2 square root of 2. I'm going to get a different pen here so we can see another one, okay? Let's do a 30, 60, 90 one. We need to find our hypotenuse. We have 30, 60, 90. We know the rules are hypotenuse is equal to 2 times leg, times shorter leg, and longer leg, I'm going to put LL, is equal to shorter leg times square root of 3. Okay? So we're looking for hypotenuse. This is my shorter leg. So hypotenuse is equal to shorter leg times 2. So x is equal to 20. Okay? If we needed to find this other one over here, this is going to be longer leg is equal to shorter leg times square root of 3. So that's 10 times square root of 3. And that's how you do that, okay? So if we follow the rules that we have set on this sheet here, that should be good. And then if you need anything on SOHCAHTOA or anything like that, let me know and we'll go over it. But basically, the concept is the same. If we can go through one of these, we should be able to do them all and use the same strategy. So look at number 9, because that's the one I want to go over now. It's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. They gave us hypotenuse, and we need to find A and B. So if we have this rule here, hypotenuse is 2 times shorter leg. That means if 8 is my hypotenuse, that's 2 times A. So what times 2 makes that true? If I divide both sides by 2, right, A is going to be equal to 4. So A is 4. So then what is B? B is going to be shorter leg times the square root of 3. So this becomes 4 times the square root of 3. Okay? So once again, using these rules that are given to you, once again, if you want to take a snapshot of this, and I'll put this on the screen for you. If you want to take a snapshot of that, please do. This is really helpful. It helped me. Hopefully it'll help you too. But be sure to like, comment, share with your friends if you think it's helpful. But be on the lookout for more content. My goal is to help in all fields of mathematics. So if this is helpful for you, thanks once again. And until next time, bye-bye.